this is willismur, and welcome to a new video where today, guys, I am going to be showing you my squad, which is around 100k, for me, because I ended up packing some of these players that were really, would be 10k, so, yeah, this squad is likely somewhere between 110 to 125k, maybe even 130k, if you guys actually wanted to use this squad, but yeah. This is the squad that I have now. I'll keep on going back throughout the year to see how my squad progresses, and let's get on to the forwards. So, to start off, we are going to have Andre Gray. He has 59 appearances, 45 goals, and 44 assists. This guy is beast. I bought him instead of Antonio because Antonio was extinct at this time when I bought him. So, yeah, he's just been a great addition to the club. 3-star, not that bad. It's doable, but yeah, he can just break away and get some really good goals, so I would highly recommend Gray. So next up, we have one of our newest additions to the club, Salah, who is okay as long as you can break away from people. Otherwise, he can kind of get out physical by defenders, but I would still recommend him. He has really good dribbling and shooting and passing too, so if you're able to get breaks with him, I would do that. And yeah, he does have 4-star skill moves, but only 2-star weak foot, so that also depends on your taste. And next up we have Sane, 3-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, really good, 94 pace, he is just insane. He might not have the goals and assists to show for his performances, but he is actually such a good player on the field. He helps make those plays. A few times when he shot, he should have scored, and he's just completely missed, terribly. But he's also my free kick taker, so yeah, he's pretty good. Now on to the midfield. So, starting off on the midfield, we are going to have Doof. He is actually a striker that I've converted into a cam because his card looked amazing as a cam position, so I decided to do that, and he's actually done really well. With the pace, he's able to get around people, and with that physicality, he's able to stay in front and kind of hold his own ground if he needs to make a pass or shoot. And his shooting isn't that bad, but his pace really helps him. That's what I find. And as you can see, his goals and assists show for his efforts. And next up we have Renato Sanchez. I kept on getting beat by teams with Sanchez, so I just decided to go out and buy him. He has been amazing for me. Once again, the record might not show for goals and assists, but still, Sanchez is a quality player. All around, really good. 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. A really good card. A really big threat in the midfield. Next up, we have my newest addition to the team, and that is Herrera. And he has 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Haven't really used him enough to get a lot of goals and assists, but he is really good because he's a tall, big body that can get in the way and get some nice tackles in, as well as his passing is really good. So yeah, I would highly recommend Herrera. So next up, I will be moving down to the defense, and I found that you guys might be questioning my fullbacks, I meant, not full packs. What am I saying? You know, I haven't done a video in a week. This is what happens. Fullbacks. So Moses is my one fullback, and he has 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. I wish that he was like a right mid or something. He would be really good. He is actually one of the most important players on my team. I find that he's always back in the right situation, and his physicality helps him as well as his pace. He's not quite as good as Walker, but if you want a cheap right back option, then I would definitely suggest Moses. And next up we have a really expensive center back that I decided to buy, and it was a great choice because Rudiger's tackles are amazing. His pace is really great if you want a defender to pull back, and also the physicality isn't that bad. It's pretty good. He's able to get people off the ball, and once again, he's like 6'3", so he's just amazing moving people off the ball. Yeah, but he was 15k, so he's pretty expensive. But next up is Smalling, who was obviously the biggest beast last year on defense, and he's been downgraded, but he still is an amazing card. If you look at those stats, 83 physical, 81 defending, and 72 pace, he's still really good, and I would highly recommend using him. He is around, I think, 7 to 9k, But yes, he is a really good option. He has the big body that you want from a center back. So now we're on to our left back, and that is Kieran Gibbs. He moved to West Brom, and I actually like this card a lot. I bought him right at the beginning of the game for 550 coins, and he has not let me down. He's able to track down the really fast wingers coming back, and his pace feels more than what it actually is. And just all around, he has a really, really good card, and I haven't changed yet. I like Lulu in the future, but for right now, that's really, really good. And now we're on to our final position, the goalkeeper, and that is Jack Butland. So I just packed him not that long ago. I was using Foster, but he wasn't really the best. But I heard that people were saying Butland's pretty good, but no goalkeepers are really that good in this game, so it doesn't matter who you have. But I have Butland. He's made some pretty good saves for me, but still, the goalkeepers in this game are pretty terrible. So you can't rely really on a goalkeeper to save your butt in one of these games. So yeah, that's pretty much my first team. Now I'm going to show you some of my super subs, and I guess all my subs that I have on the bench, because they help impact the game a lot. One of them is Zaha. He's been amazing this year. 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. He could even be on my first team if I didn't have Salah. I would definitely recommend him. He's amazing, a really good super sub. Next we have Gamero, who is definitely a top tier cheap striker this year. And I was able to pack him in a 2 players pack, untradeable, so he is one of my super subs. I also have this guy from Atlanta, and he doesn't have the best chem, but he has the 89 pace, so normally I'll take Doof off 2/3 of the way through the game and put this guy on, and he really helps with the pace, brings the attack back up in the last third of the game. Next up we have a center midfielder, Noble. He may have 46 pace, but it doesn't really feel like it when I use him out on the pitch. His penalties are insane. He has 88 penalties. And yeah, I liked using his card in the beginner stages of the game because people still had like bronze teams and stuff, but now obviously the pace won't do. And Arter, this guy is amazing. If you look at his record, it's pretty good for a midfielder. And honestly, his card is just amazing. And he has a 5-star weak foot along with 3-star skill moves. He has all around really good stats, like 70s and 60s. So he may not be the best card, but I would highly, highly, highly recommend for his price. And yeah, he was just amazing for me in the earlier stages of the game, and still is now if I have to bring him on. And next we have Zappacosta, who I ended up packing. I might sell him soon. He's just kind of there to replace Moses, but it depends. I don't know if I'll really need him, so I might sell him on. And Defrel, another super sub that I'll sometimes bring on if Sane is tired. He will just go on and do the job, get it done. Most of the time, if I need a goal in the end of the game, I'll bring him on, and he will do what I need him to do. So now, that's all for the team, and I will bring it to the end of the video. So yeah guys, that's all I had for the video today. If you liked it, make sure that you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, because in this last week since my last video, I have gained like 13 subs, and I would like to thank all you guys for that. I've also had a new logo done and a banner that I did myself, and I'm really proud of it. I'm also going to be making my own thumbnails from now on, so hopefully you guys will support me in that. Make sure that you leave a comment below if you like it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.
Practice constantly on the training ground, and he saw it all the way. The goalkeeper didn't.